welcome back to my channel. And today, unusually, I'm working on a canvas, and it's quite a fat one in terms of the depth. And today I'm going to do a tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to make, this is one I made earlier, and I'm going to show you how to make something like this, and it's so easy. So this is for all of the people who say to me, oh, I can't do art, I'm not artistic, etc. So this is for you. So I'm going to do it in real time. So this is going to be a slightly smaller, a longer video, but we're going to go for it. And it's going to be finger painting. And everyone who has fingers can do this. All we need is some acrylic paint. So you can see I have got lots of different varieties and makes of paint. So I'm going to use them all. So, and this, I had a bit of a mishap with this one in that it all went into the lid. I'm not even sure how. So the only thing I've done on this so far is put a little middle part, so I know exactly where the middle is. So that's where I'm going to do another heart one. The next one I do might be more of a twirly one, but I'm just going to get some paint and I'm going to put it on the canvas. It doesn't matter how. So you can either do it directly with hands like that, or you can get your paint like this. And so if that's our center, we're going to go, oh, this one's really thick. So you can see I've been given some old paints, so that's okay. We can, that one's a bit too thick, I think. So let's try this one. So all you need to do, that's better. All you need to do is make some lines, which is where you want to get some colour. Now I'm going to work with predominantly red. I'm going to put some blue in, and I'm going to, this is brilliant. This is fluorescent pink. This is Pebeo. Pebeo is a very expensive kind of, well, it's not super expensive, but it's towards the more expensive side of paint. It's certainly the more expensive paint that I get. I love it. It's great. It's great colour. So I'm going to have quite a bit of this. And it doesn't matter where you put it, you can put it anywhere at all, wherever it falls, that is where it's supposed to go. So I'm going to go a little bit, this is amazing, this is a fluorescent, no it isn't, this is a dynamic blue, but it's got some glitter in, so this is going to be a kind of a pretty glittery side of things, and you don't have to do it so that it's even. Obviously this is going to be my blue side, apparently, who knew? So a bit more blue in this one than the one that I just showed you. But again, if it's a bit thick, it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to thin it out when I start, because the idea is I'll do this and then I'm just going to go in with my hands and see what happens. So this one is a purple. This is a pouch, which is a bit unusual. I got this when it was on a sale. It's not coming out. Oh, it's coming out thick. All right, so that's going to cover that whole area, but I don't want it to only be, this is hilarious. But I think the trick with when painting is to just have fun and not worry. I think there's too much worry in the world. So this is a way of going back into the inner child. This is a green. I didn't put very much green in any at all, I don't think, in the last one. I do love green. So we're just going to have a tiny bit of green, and the rest is going to be red. So we're going to go for a lot of red, a lot more red, and then some more pink, I think. Doesn't matter if you put too much. You can probably see underneath I have some newspaper, and that's just to make it ever so slightly kind of, so red is going to be my predominant colour, I think. So we have quite a bit of red. And anywhere that there seems to be a large gap, bear in mind that each of these is like there's like a trail of paint. So each time it's quite high up, so when I press it will squish out. So obviously remember that. We're going to have a bit more, oh, this is a nice pink as well. So you can see I'm mixing paints. I'm not keen on just one type of paint. It's fine to mix, in my opinion. A lot of people may not agree, but that's what I think. I think it's fine. And seems to work for me. So everyone does their own. But yeah, the worry thing, you know, it's so easy to get caught up in life. Oh, we're going to go, oh no, we're not, we're going to go with this gold. Have some gold in it, because, you know, why not? Everything needs a bit of sparkle, in my opinion. We might have a little bit of gold right in the middle. And just, yeah, just have fun. And so, yeah, I was talking about the inner child work. So I do lots of inner child work and kind of connecting with my inner child. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, reach out. I can explain it in more detail. But yeah, this is a brilliant way, because you're actually getting your hands in and really going for it. So I think there may be enough. Which was this one? Oh, this was the really sorry, the very thick paint. We don't want that one so much. It's not very helpful. I don't know how much is left in here. Oh, quite a bit. Okay, so that's fine. So I'm going to squish. This is where the issue is. Ah, okay. So it's got there's a hole in here. This is some old paint. This is Wilkinson paint. Of course, we've no longer got a Wilkinson because they've all shut. So that's sad. It's sad that they've shut, but also that this has got a split in it. So I'm going to try and use a lot of this up. So the good thing is that it doesn't matter if you haven't got enough, because you can certainly go in with some more at a later date. So I'm going to start, always have a tissue. I'm going to start just with my finger, and oh, now this one's really thick, so that's maybe not a particularly brilliant idea, but just kind of following along. Can you see? This is awesome. And bear in mind that whatever's on your finger will also go. So once you want a different colour, you can see that. And so you can also go along the edge, because we want to make sure that the edges are all covered as well. So when you've got some on your finger, you want to get it off, put it on the edge, and then you go to the next bit. I go this side first, because then, see, I can't talk and do it at the same time, because then you've got the, oh no, I've just moved my camera, sorry, with my excitement. What am I saying? You've got the flow on this side, and then you can see what you're doing on this side. But both sides will be different, and that's really important as well, because nothing is really even. And actually, look, I've just done exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, which was go on this side, but that's all right. So there we are, we've got this side going, and cleaning off my finger along the back. There we go. And providing it's covered, in fact, if you want to leave some gaps, called negative space, you can do. I'm not on this one, I don't think, unless, you know, it does itself. Oh, it's so smooth. It's such a texture extravaganza. I love it. It feels really nice on my hand. I'm just doing a bit on the side. Feels so nice and soft and slippery. So I really love it. And it connects me in with that little girl who just wants to have some fun, you know. We're all so serious all the time. Let's find the fun again. There we go. So, and you can see that some of it is quite, maybe you can see, some of it's quite thin, some of it's quite thick. Look at this. Okay, this is going to go on the edge here to keep everything colour. Colour is key here, I think. Colour is key. All right, so it doesn't matter what you do on the in-between parts. So these parts and these parts are going across and then down and around. And it's just have fun. Allow the paints to mix. Allow the paints to do exactly what they want to do, because they also want to do something. And to me, that's half of the joy, is to just let it flow. Be in the moment, breathe, let it flow and enjoy. don't take it seriously. Nothing is really that serious if you think about it. Nothing really matters, does it? I heard something really interesting the other day, a bit morbid really, but what did he say, in 50 years, I think it was Eckhart Tolle, he said in 50 or 60 or 70 years, nobody will even know who you were, they won't remember you. And in one sense that's like, but then on the other hand, how liberating. Nothing matters, really nothing matters. So a bit of life coaching at the same time as painting today. So we've got this middle part. I loving this blue. I'm going to just put a bit of that over here as well. So you can just really play with the paints that you have. And if you've got, you know, you can go somewhere to like a cheap pound shop, or I don't know what a pound shop is in America. I do have some people from America who watch. So I think like a cheap shop, and you can get just like really bright colours, and you might think, oh well, that might be a bit too much, but of course everything will blend, and so it doesn't matter what colours you start with, because it's what you end up with that's the important part. So, oh, I'm loving this. It's so luxurious. Oh, I missed all of that gold there. I've got it back. I'm loving this middle part. Let's make that really, and you don't need to worry if it's got some thick parts and some really thin parts, because it will all dry. It will all dry flat. So, and even if you've got some bumps, you know, some of the best artists who use oil paints, there's a lot of texture, and that's what we can also go for, is this whole texture aspect. So I reckon, apart from the sides, which I'm going to finish off, I reckon that's it. How fast was that? And how glorious is this painting? You know, everybody can do this. You can do this with your kids. You can do this if you want to just have a bit of fun. You can do this if you're feeling a bit rubbish, just to kind of shift the energy a little bit maybe. I love painting for that. If I'm feeling a bit like, then I can get my paints going, and then within not very long I feel great. And I love this. This is my favourite. It's my dirty hands. My favourite thing is to have paint on my fingers, because it means like I've done something like, nice. So that's it. Ta-da! What do you think? I reckon it's gorgeous. So I'm going to bring you down for a close-up. You can see what you think, and I would love to know if anyone else has a go. And if you do, oh my goodness, please show me your work. So excited. Okay, I'll bring you in for a close-up. Here we go. Okay, so here we are with our close-up. Oh, you can see all these lovely different layers, and look at this shiny. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm loving it. It's that gold is going to look incredible. It's going to be really sparkly, and will this blue as well will be. So a lot of it, well, I can't wait for it to see how it will dry, because a lot of these kind of like lumpy bumpy bits will dry flatter. Not entirely flat, but flatter. And I forgot to say earlier, if you don't have a canvas, you can do this on really anything. You could even do it on cardboard, but you could do it on any kind of board, and that would be great. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please let me know if you have a go. And oh, I'll just show you the edges. So you can see I've made sure that all the way around the edge is also painted. So let me know how you get on, and if you liked this, if you want any more of these. Have a look at the dry result on my Instagram at Frances_Brown_art, and have the most beautiful day. Lots and lots of love.